Hey guys, Sugar Key, and I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about the very small 1% chance. Let's not say 1% because I know that it is probably a little bit more than 1%, but in my hopes, in my hearts, it's only a 1% chance that Roman Reigns will not come back at SummerSlam. So let's talk about the possibility of him not being at SummerSlam. Now, I know, and I've made this abundantly clear, that I am not a booker, and that is not my ministry to book. And I don't know. I know what matches I want to see and stuff like that, but when it comes to the shows, please, these are just my opinions and things I think will happen. But there is a chance, because I know when it comes to the bloodline and that storyline, they like to keep us on our toes. They love to throw out those curveballs and surprises of things that could happen, things might not happen. Now, there are two returns outside of Roman Reigns that add to the bloodline story and possibly kind of get the ball rolling, or just add to it, because I think The Rock, when The Rock comes back, it's going to just be an additional to the story. I don't think him coming back will get the ball rolling specifically. I think it'll be Jimmy and The Rock. Now, Jimmy, I believe, has the biggest beef when it comes to this new bloodline. He has the biggest reasons to hate this new bloodline. Dare I say hate. Now, of course, they're family, so it's all relative. But when it comes to it, we do need Jimmy. We need Jimmy in the storyline. And I think out of all the storylines of the bloodline, this return is like a very pivotal part outside of Roman Reigns' return. And when Roman Reigns comes back, that right there is just it's gonna pop, period. But when Jimmy comes back, I think that there could be an equal, I'm not going to compare, but it could be a similar type of pop, because we've been wondering what he's been doing. We've been wondering what's going on with him, how he probably feeling, things about that nature, just as much as we've been thinking about how Roman Reigns is feeling. Now, with The Rock coming to Cody Rhodes after WrestleMania and having that moment telling you, my story with you ain't done, it kind of leads me to wonder how The Rock feels about Roman Reigns and his loss. Now, in that whole promo that they had, there wasn't anything alluding to the fact that he was disappointed in Roman. There wasn't nothing that showed me that he felt that Roman could not do the job. But Solo, in his promo, he said that Roman is not man enough to lead. He cannot do it because he lost our belts. Now, of course, Solo did not get that. He wasn't even around when he got that belt. That's my little rant. But same thing when it comes to The Rock. He wasn't around either, nor did he help getting that belt. But does he feel the same way? Was that belt their belt? Who knows? Is The Rock the one who is pulling the strings when it comes to this new bloodline? Personally, I feel like The Rock isn't the one pulling the strings when it comes to Solo, because they have been alluding for a very long time that Solo might want to be Tribal Chief. And this right here, this is my little nugget, maybe my little thoughts. I don't think that Roman Reigns made Solo Tribal Heir just to be the one that is going to be Tribal Chief next. I feel like he did that to keep an eye on how he feels about the power. Does he want this position, and how badly does he want it? Is he going to show his true side and try to take it from me, type of thing? You know, keep your friends close, your enemies closer. And he has stated he has to always be on his toes. He always has to always be looking out in the position that he's in. So, was making Solo Tribal Heir a part of that plan? Because y'all remember, Solo picked up the Ulafala once and almost looked like he wanted to get it, wanted to have it for himself, didn't want to give it to Roman. There was a time where Jimmy and Jay had a promo and said, I don't want to be Tribal Chief, but we know who might want to be Tribal Chief and who we will vote for to be Tribal Chief, and it was Solo. So all signs point to Solo maybe possibly betraying Roman Reigns, and that's what happened. And I don't think that it was dependent on The Rock for this to occur. Now, because The Rock made his nickname the Final Boss, and it's still his nickname to be the Final Boss, I am wondering if this whole thing is going to be a show on how go set up for WrestleMania 41 and be a show on how under Roman Reigns' eyes, under Roman Reigns' watch, he built up a traitor, so to speak. He built up these people that would turn his back on him, and he let in people to the family that didn't respect him as the head, Sammy. And I wonder if that's going to be The Rock's feel. Be like, okay, I've been away from wrestling for a very long time, been away from it. I let you have this, and you build up to this certain thing, but you can't control it. But I can. I wonder if that's going to be the thing with The Rock. But if Roman Reigns does not come back, it needs to be somebody. We need to have somebody in that bloodline because, number one, Jacob and Solo, and I will be honest, I like Tama Tonga and Tonga Lao too. I like them because they have that mysterious type of vibe, and they can be destructive, but Solo and Jacob are the ones that are the heavy hitters, and I think Jacob is the enforcer, so the eyes are all on them. And one thing about it is they are wreaking havoc, and it cannot go on for long because Cody Rhodes cannot handle it. We've seen that he cannot handle it, and we know he cannot handle it. And I think that SmackDown is missing Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso. Now, when Jimmy Uso returns, he needs to have his own pop because of his emotions when it comes to this bloodline. Just the amount of that betrayal, all that. He needs to have that out in the open way before we get to business, because when it gets to business, we get to business. Now, Roman Reigns has a high chance of coming back because of 4 years ago, he came back at SummerSlam and decided to take on this whole thing of, he wasn't Tribal Chief yet, still kind of the big dog, but it kind of opened up the character for the Tribal Chief. It kind of was his origin as a Tribal Chief without being a Tribal Chief. So, when I say it's a small percentage of him not coming back, I mean that. But there is 2 returns that could occur. Now, I know that if Roman does not come back, we might be looking at a new WWE champion. We might be looking at a new WWE champion because Cody Rhodes, KO, and Randy cannot defeat this new bloodline. We've seen that Money in the Bank. They cannot defeat the new bloodline. And I just think that's going to be a notch on their belt if Solo gets that championship. It's going to be a notch on the belt. And it's also going to make things a little bit more, I think it's going to make things a little bit more interesting when it comes to the bloodline story. I did say recently that titles, I don't know how I feel about titles being used as like a plot device, but in this situation, it's fine with me because there's a lot of cards, singles belts for the card. It's not only the WWE Championship, because the WWE Championship has been on one person for the last 4 years, so they know how to write a story around it. But if Solo takes that belt, the bloodline is up. The bloodline story is up, and it's just gonna be, I'm telling you right now, it almost makes me want Roman Reigns not to return, but I need to see Roman Reigns in person. I need to see that in person, and I need to see him come back because SmackDown has been, it's been a struggle on SmackDown when it comes to the men's roster. The women, they doing it, but as y'all know, the women don't always get that storyline time. But it's been a hard time for us on SmackDown without our Tribal Chief, and we also don't have Jimmy Uso, so it ain't really been, it has been the second It's been the third top show on sports entertainment. NXT's beating them. Dare I say it, NXT might be beating them. And I don't even watch NXT. I watch the clips and I know it's good. But just be on the lookout because there's 3 possible returns. It's Roman Reigns, Jimmy, and The Rock. Because The Rock, I seen in the news that he has finished wrapping that movie he's been working on. So y'all never know. But let me know how y'all feel. Do y'all think Roman Reigns come back? Or do y'all think it's somebody else? Or do y'all think someone's gonna win this at SummerSlam? Let me know. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye.